Tragedy strikes twice at this U.S. base. Blue Jays CEO Paul Beeston's high hopes for this year's season and why the Ebola virus is so deadly. Welcome to Globe Now, I'm Affan Chowdhry. Families at Fort Hood are reliving a nightmare. Another shooting has claimed 3 lives and hurt at least 16. The shooter also killed himself at the end of the attack, bringing the casualty count to 20. Here are the key facts that we know so far. The shooter has been identified as Specialist Ivan Lopez. Reports say he was a married man with a 3-year-old daughter. He was also an Iraq veteran, having served 4 months in 2011. We also know quite a bit about his mental health. Base Commander Mark Milley said Lopez was being assessed for PTSD and was already undergoing treatment for depression and anxiety. There are also reports he had a self-reported traumatic brain injury when he returned from Iraq. What we don't know is the motive. But as of right now, it does not appear to be related to terrorism. Of course, the tragedy echoes the mass shooting that happened at the same base in 2009. It's left the U.S. grappling with the question of how to stop history from repeating itself. President Barack Obama didn't have many answers on Wednesday evening, offering that investigators would get to the bottom of exactly what happened. Now to baseball. Blue Jay fans are hungry for redemption after a disappointing season last year. But the boys of summer are back at it now that the season has begun. Paul Beeston is president and chief executive officer of the team, and he joins us now. Welcome, Paul.
Well, nice to be with you this morning.
Well, last year was a disappointment. It's been 20 years since the Jays have made the postseason. Will anything less than a playoff berth be a failure this year?
We want to be in the playoffs. We want to be in the playoffs last year. The team was constructed for that, but it was constructed for a sustainable run, not just for 1 year. We were disappointed, obviously. Not happy at all. I don't think that the fans were happy. I don't think the owners were happy. I don't think, more particularly, the players were happy. And, we've got a chance to come back this year and do something. We got knocked down. We were on the mat. We can either stay on the mat or we can get up, and I believe in these guys, and I think that they'll get up, and I think they'll want to show the professionals that they are, and I'm looking forward to a very good season. So, you don't know. If we win 92, 93 games and don't make the playoffs, is that a bad season? If we win 85 games and make the playoffs, is that a good season? Mm-hmm. But better be interesting in the month of September. Now, we told our readers that Paul Beeston was coming in, and they tweeted us some questions. So I'm going to throw one or two out to you. Here's one from Pat Whalen. When will Rogers commit to winning and spend the resources necessary to win? For example, GM, coaches, players, free agents, and field. What do you make of that? Well, I think they've already shown that. I think they showed it last year. Rogers has been a terrific owner. When I came back here, our salaries were around $100 million. We had a lot of long-term contracts that probably were not going to put us into the postseason at that point in time. We took it down. We invested into the free agency in the minor leagues. Quite frankly, we probably spent more money on the minor leagues than any team in baseball over the last 5 years. In addition to that, last year, we upped it. We went up to $125 million. This year, we're approximately $140 million. That'll put us in the top 8 or 9. I don't know what other commitments you can have. I don't think you'll ever see us doing a Dodger 230, but it'd be nice to be that. There is no shame in being number one as long as you win. Yeah. But at 130 million, 140 million, I think the fans have a right to expect that you win. But more importantly, I don't think that the fans should ever be critical of Rogers because Rogers has made the commitment and they've been terrific to work for.
Now let's talk about injuries because we had the injury of the high-profile star shortstop Jose Reyes on opening day. How happy are you with how these injuries are being treated by the medical team?
Well, we're happy. From the point, we're not happy with the injuries, obviously, yeah. But, we believe in our trainers. We've had too many injuries over the last 2 years. They have been elbowed. And last year, Melky Cabrera with a broken ankle. That was a freak injury. But he's had this hamstring before. This isn't something that is a one-off. He had it back in 2009. I think he had it in 2011. And, so maybe he tweaked it in spring training. But at the very end of the day, I'm not worried about our medical staff. Our medical staff is very, very good. We've got good doctors. We've got good trainers. We've got a good strength coach. But we got to get through this season. But every team has injuries. Look at the people on the DL.
Sure,
look at it last year. Everyone talks about our injuries last year. Look at the Yankees last year. They had injuries, and 2 years ago, look at Boston. We got to stay injury-free best we can.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much, Paul.
Okay, Affan.
And let us know what you think. Do the Toronto Blue Jays have what it takes to get to the postseason and a World Series run? Tweet us at Globe Now. Now to a major health scare. There is a deadly outbreak of Ebola in West Africa, and it's being called unprecedented. So far, over 80 people have died. But what makes this virus so deadly? The Globe and Mail's Cheryl Sutherland explains.
Ebola is one of the world's most lethal infectious diseases. It has a fatality rate of up to 90%. It's transmitted to humans from wild animals, including eating infected meat of primates, and through the handling of infected fruit bats, forest antelopes, and porcupines. It then spreads human to human through direct contact of an infected person's blood or bodily fluids. For people who contract the virus, it can take from 2 days to 3 weeks for any symptoms to show. Telltale signs include sudden onset of fever, weakness, and muscle pain. This is followed by vomiting, diarrhea, and impaired liver and kidney function. In some cases, patients suffer from internal and external bleeding, even from the eyes. Death is caused by huge loss of blood, renal failure, or shock. There's no known cures or vaccines.
That's it for Globe Now. Thanks for watching. Tweet us your thoughts and questions on today's program. Thanks again. I'm Affan Chowdhry.